Yo, what's going on, people? How's everybody doing today? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and this is a quick little transfer video just to talk about everything going around our Arsenal and everything that we need to discuss with everything going around Arsenal. So if you guys don't know, there's been some updates on fitness, there's been some updates on top four, there's been some updates on everything going on over the last 48 hours. Obviously, we lost the North London derby, still kind of emotional about that, but I've gotten over it. If you guys are watching right now, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about certain transfers that we're going to be discussing today, such as Gabriel Jesus for around 50 million euros, which is going to cost around 45 million pounds or 42 million pounds to be exact. We're going to also be talking about some Brazilian gentleman, 19-year-old forward named Marquinhos from St. Paulo. It looks like Edu's finally using his pull in the Brazilian market to try to get us some transfers in. Yo, Gunner King, big up Gunner King in the house. Also, we're gonna be talking about some other stuff. So if you guys don't know, there's some scary stuff about the injury situation with Gabriel and Ben White. We don't know if they're fully fit yet for Newcastle, so I'm kind of worried about that. We're also going to get into Nicolas Pepe. There's some news about Nicolas Pepe. Yes, there seems to be some news about Nicolas Pepe that we're going to have to get into. But first thing first, good morning. Hope everybody's well. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on TikTok or you're watching on YouTube, wherever you're watching from, let me know how you guys are feeling, how everyone is. Hopefully we're over that disgusting North London derby and everything about that North London derby. We can just forget about it, put it on the back burner, and try to move on from that. But for now, I'm gonna have to introduce you guys to this new player that we're linked to. Never heard of him until yesterday, or maybe I have heard of him, but it doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head. So yesterday we heard about this gentleman named Marquinhos. So who is Marquinhos? Who does he play for? How old is he? Everything. We're going to talk about it right now. So Marquinhos from St. Paulo. We were linked to him. We were linked to him earlier today. If you guys don't know, the reason why we're linked to him is because he is an exciting young forward. He is very cheap. He's going to apparently only cost us around 3 million pounds. So low risk, high reward. And Fabrizio Romano broke it earlier today. So let me show you guys all the stuff that was going down with this transfer. 1 second. We got about 20 of you guys in the chat. Big up to all you guys in the chat right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching on TikTok, you can watch me on YouTube also. So let's get on to Twitter and let's see what this says. 1 second. Should we go to Fabrizio Romano first? Let's go to Fabrizio Romano. So Fabrizio Romano, here we go. This is a tweet. This is a tweet from Fabrizio Romano. So this is the tweet right here from Fabrizio Romano. If you guys want to see, Fabrizio Romano basically confirms that this transfer is actually going. This transfer is actually being spoken about, and he confirmed. Everyone waits for him to confirm stuff. So once he confirms it, you're like, okay, this is for real. Something's actually happening in the woodworks between this Marquinhos situation. So let's get into it. So what does Fabrizio Romano say? Talks ongoing between Arsenal and St. Paulo for Brazilian winger Marquinhos. He was born in 2003. That's why it's 2003 next to his name. There's a new meeting that took place today. There is still details to be discussed between the two and before full agreements are done. The fee is around 3 million euros. Yes, only 3 million euros. And St. Paulo need to sell Marquinhos or they will lose him on a free. So that's what that says right there, that they're worried about losing him on a free. Fabrizio Romano spoke about the fact that the guy is a young player. Big up, Daniel. Hope you're well, Daniel. People in the comment section, let me know how you guys are feeling. how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. And then let's get into the next part of this. There's a couple more things that we need to discuss with this transfer. So 6 hours ago, there was more news that dropped about this. So let's look at it before we move on to the final stages. So Arsenal have reached an agreement with St. Paulo winger, and have reached an agreement with St. Paulo for the youngster Marquinhos, apparently worth 3.5 million. Arsenal are not expecting to use him next season. He has learned to expect to be loaned out at first, likely to a Spanish club. So he will most likely not even play for Arsenal Football Club if he is brought in. So the report is that Arsenal have already made an agreement with the player. Yeah, as you can see right there, it says Arsenal have reached an agreement. Still kind of shocked that how quickly these things escalate. Sometimes it goes from 0 to 100 real quick, and it's like, what happened to the in between? What happened to everything else? Like, it's just like, at 1 second you don't know nothing about the guy, the next second you fully have an agreement with him. What else did they say? They said St. Paulo have tried to renew Marquinhos' contract since the end of the 2021 season and offered 13 times the amount of his current wages, and he still has turned it down. He did not even respond. St. Paulo are not accepting a proposal considering how are now accepting proposals considering he's only worth 3 million to sell him. St. Paulo have accepted Arsenal's 3.5 million pound offer for Marquinhos. Arsenal can be considered a gesture of goodwill. Arsenal's bid can be considered a gesture of goodwill, aiming the good relationship between Edu, okay, and the player could have left on a free in July. Okay, so it's a gesture of goodwill because the player could have left on a free anyways, but we did it as a gesture of goodwill. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting right there. I never thought about that. Good morning to you, bro. Good morning to you, Ediko. Hope you're well. But yeah, that is some interesting news right there, guys, if you haven't already seen that. Also, if you haven't seen this right here, Nicolas Pepe. Have you guys heard about this? Nicolas Pepe has gotten rid of his agent. Yes, Nicolas Pepe has changed his agent. This right here is big news because this right here, in my opinion, is one step closer to Nicolas Pepe leaving this football club. The moment that I seen this, I said to myself, Nicolas Pepe is probably going to be headed out of the club. Let's be honest, Nicolas Pepe has had a poor time at Arsenal, and he's probably changed his agent. As you can see, he signed the contract earlier today. This was on his Instagram. He's not about 9 hours ago. Nicolas Pepe changed his agent to a different agency, and this could mean that Nicolas Pepe could be headed out of Arsenal Football Club at some point in the upcoming season. We could see him playing elsewhere this upcoming season, or in the summer we could see him moving on. Now, there's also news about William Saliba. So let's talk about William Saliba. If you guys don't already know, let me tell you guys what's going on with William Saliba. The story with William Saliba is that Arsenal now have him part of their plans for next season. Arsenal are counting him in, even if some close situations are excluding changes in the trends for next season. So some people are saying, you know what, Saliba is not part of the plan. Some people are saying Saliba is part of the plans, but now reports coming out of Sport Witness are saying that Arsenal are now planning next season with Saliba in their team and are counting him, even if some close to the situation are not excluding a change in the trend in the next few weeks. So they're saying there could be a possibility where something changes down the line, but at this moment in time, William Saliba is going to be part of the plans for the short term and the long term for Arsenal Football Club. And this is good news in my opinion. We should be keeping guys like William Saliba close to the club. We should not be letting him leave. We should not be selling him. We should not be even considering letting this guy go. In my opinion, William Saliba he's one for the future. He needs to stick around. We need to keep him, and we cannot let this guy go. It would be a big mistake, in my opinion, if we were to let William Saliba go, right? Also, Martin Odegaard spoke about the officiating against Tottenham. This right here was interesting in my opinion, because you don't usually get players speaking about officiating as much. But obviously, I did feel aggrieved by the officiating in that game versus Tottenham, and deservedly so. Some of these players spoke about it. So Odegaard said on the officiating from against Tottenham, there were a lot of moments that were that they affected the game. We did not have any luck in those situations today. I prefer not to say much. I'm done now, and we have to look forward. That is the right mentality, in my opinion. That is the right mentality. Don't look for excuses. Let's try to move on and let's go forward. And also, he did say something about Newcastle, saying that they want to play good and they will try to win versus Newcastle. That is good. Martin Keown also spoke about Gary Neville on Sky Sports, about how I found that weird. I found Sky Sports weird having no Arsenal person on there. Also, guys, if you guys don't know, Bukayo Saka was nominated for a young player. Bukayo Saka was nominated for Young Player of the Premier League. Yes, he was nominated for. He's one of the nominees for Young Player of the Season. Bukayo Saka also is a nominee for Premier League Player of the Season this season. So he's been not only nominated for the Young Player of the Season, but he's been nominated for the Premier League Player of the Season. So he's been nominated for both. That is a big feat, and being one of the first players to be nominated. So this is the list of nominees, as you can see right there. So you have Trent, Foden, Gallagher, Tyreek Mitchell, Mason Mount, Aaron Ramsdale, snuck him in there, Declan Rice, and Bukayo Saka. So those are the nominees for that. And you can see right here, this is the image of the nominees right there. Those are the nominees. I personally think Bukayo Saka should win. I think Bukayo Saka is the best out of all of them. Definitely deserves it, in my opinion. And if he doesn't win it, it would be an absolute travesty, in my opinion. He definitely deserves to win it. And I think he deserves to win it over everybody else. It is quite nice to have two players nominated in Ramsdale and Bukayo Saka. But yeah, and also Alexis Sanchez was a beast in 2016-17 season, but Bukayo Saka this is the first time somebody's nominated to Premier League Player of the Season since 2016-17 season, when Alexis Sanchez was nominated. As you guys can see, these are the Player of the Season nominees: Bukayo Saka, Trent, Bowen, Cancelo, Kevin De Bruyne, James Ward-Prowse, Son, and Mo Salah. So those are the guys that were nominated there. Big up to Bukayo Saka. Hopefully he gets Young Player of the Season. I don't see him getting Player of the Season at all, in my opinion. But yeah. And then what else is there? So the Marquinhos thing, we're going to still talk about that. Obviously, we're going to get into that in a little bit longer. Anything else? We need to get into this Gabriel Jesus news. Where is it? Let me show you guys the Gabriel Jesus news. So if you guys don't know, Gabriel Jesus, there's some updates on Gabriel Jesus where apparently Arsenal will cost us around 50 million apparently. I was seeing some information going around. Okay, here we go. Let me show you guys what it says right here. Here we go. Let me show you guys what it says about Gabriel Jesus, just so you guys can see it on the screen as I'm looking at it. So, Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal have formalized a £50 million bid for Gabriel Jesus. Yes, Arsenal are ready to offer a £50 million bid for Gabriel Jesus. This is big news. because in my opinion, Gabriel Jesus is a quality player, adds a lot of quality to our team. He would not cost a ridiculous amount of money. 50. Let's be honest, in the grand scheme of things, for an attacker, 50 million nowadays is chump change. Some people have to pay a lot more than that for quality in today's game. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that is a good deal? Do you think that would make sense? Let me know what you guys think in regards to that. Do you think that is a reasonable offer? Personally, I think it is. I think if 42 million pounds for Gabriel Jesus, I think that is a reasonable price to pay for Gabriel Jesus. And at this moment in time, I think he's going to be a quality player for us if we were to get him in. I'm not too worried about the price tag. I think that is a reasonable price tag. And after Man City signed Erling Haaland, they are focused on getting in advanced negotiations to get rid of the Brazilian. He doesn't seem like he wants to stay. He seems like he wants to leave. So we'll have to see what happens with Gabriel Jesus. But yeah, people are saying Foden is better than Bukayo Saka. The award is not based on who is the best player. The award is based on who has been the best player this season. And if you want to ask me who is the best young player, you can debate who's the best young player, but who's been the best player this season out of Foden and Bukayo Saka, I think it's night and day. I think Bukayo Saka has been much better than Phil Foden this season. But you guys can let me know in the comment section if you disagree. 50 million euros. Yes, 50 million euros. So that would be about 42 million pounds. Good morning. I hope Arsenal win the next 2 matches. Love your show on Arsenal. Big up to you, man. Really do appreciate it. Fabregas on a free as an emergency backup squad player, or maybe look to bring him in to the coaching team. You know what? The coaching team's not a bad shout, but I don't think he is going to come back to Arsenal in any form, in my opinion. I think he's just going to stay away from Arsenal at this moment in time. 50 million euros, that is a bargain. Yeah, definitely do think it is a bargain. Definitely do think that is a reasonable price to pay for the player. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about him and everything else. But yeah, let's just get into the Gabriel Magalhaes worries about his injury. So there's reports that Gabriel Magalhaes was substituted against the Tottenham game due to an apparent damage to his hamstring. He fell and crunched his upper leg, and the report is Rob Holding was sent off, so that means he's going to be suspended for the next game. Ben White was not introduced after missing the last 2 games due to injury, so we'll have to see if Ben White's fit. So the situation right now is that Ben White is expected to be back against Newcastle. Thomas Partey is expected to be back versus Everton, but Gabriel Magalhaes could miss our next game. He could miss our next game, and that is a crucial blow. Because if Gabriel Magalhaes misses our next game, who are we going to play in the center backs? Who's going to be our center back? Rob Holding's out. Tomiyasu would have to maybe play in the center back role. Then who's going to play left back or right back? Honestly, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I don't know what we're going to do. I honestly have no idea what we're going to do. We're going to have to figure something out. We're going to have to see what we can do. But the latest news, Arteta provides an update on Magalhaes' injury. I'm seeing this from 90 Min earlier. What did it say? What did Mikel Arteta say on the injury? Here's what he said. He said, I feel sometimes, but hopefully it's not as much. What? Okay. When asked, here we go. Let me get it for you guys. Let me share this for you guys. Here we go. When asked about Gabriel Magalhaes' fitness on the match, Arteta said Gabby is not a normal player who asked to get off the pitch. He felt something, but hopefully it's not much because obviously having Rob Holding out and Ben with no training sessions, we are short in that position. It is a muscular problem, and we have to assess it. So they're going to assess his injury. They're going to see where it goes from here, and hopefully he can be fit versus Newcastle. But it is very, very worrying. It is very, very worrying going into this thing. Um, you know what I mean? There you go. But yeah, um, if what if Spurs back Conte, we are in trouble. You know what? I am not too worried about Spurs at this moment in time. They beat us, but like let's just focus on getting top four. We'll worry about them down the road if it is an issue. Um, we should sign the Perlo from Leicester. What? Okay. Already in Newcastle, making a weekend of it. Okay. Got to enjoy these Monday night games. You got to enjoy the Monday night games. CR7, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's a mess of our own. January window comes to bite us. You know what? If we end up getting top four, the January window will be an afterthought. No one will even think about it, in my opinion. As long as we get top four, no one will even care about the January window. It will just be an afterthought. It will be something that will be forgotten, just like some of the other things that were forgotten about, in my opinion. But yeah, let's look at the final couple of things. The final couple of things. What are they? Um, where are we? Let me just check quickly. Where is this Tielemans stuff? Oh, by the way, Eddie Nketiah, Bakary Stania believes that Eddie Nketiah should stay. No one cares about Bakary Stania's opinion on Arsenal. Top four is still in our hands. By the way, also a lot of people keep talking about top four, top four, top four, top four. I think top four is still in our hands. We need to lose. We need to lose for these guys to get top four. Like top four is still in our hands. All this stuff about top four not being in our hands is bullshit. People saying we've bottled top four. We haven't bottled nothing yet. Top four is still in our hands. We still have it. We're still in pole position to get top four. We are still in a comfortable position to get top four. And if you just look at the points on the board and everything, guys, let's be honest. It's on us to mess it up. If we mess it up from here, I personally think we don't deserve it. If we cannot get it from here, we don't deserve it. I know we've messed up numerous times, but everyone slips up. There's going to be hiccups. Top four battles are not meant to be easy. Title battles, title challenges, all these things, the gradual steps you make to get better and better and get to the top of the table, it takes a while. And a lot of us, we want shortcuts, we want to cheat the system, but I'm not throwing in the towel. Just because we lost against Tottenham doesn't mean I'm going to throw in the towel. Just because we lost 3 games in a row earlier, I did not throw in the towel. I keep it consistent. We're going to work hard and continue to fight and fight and fight and never give up. This top four battle is not done. And in my opinion, it's going to go one of two ways. If you guys look, there's a couple remaining games, right? So you got the Newcastle Everton game for Arsenal. You got Burnley for Norwich. I personally believe if something can happen in that Burnley game, top four solidified versus Newcastle pretty much. But if they beat Burnley, I really do believe they're going to go on and beat Norwich. So we have to beat Newcastle. And this Newcastle game is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a very tough game to beat Newcastle. We are still in the driving seat. Yes, I hear you, Jerome, but I am worried. I am starting to get a little bit more and more worried about the situation. I won't be doing a preview for the Newcastle game because I'm going to be busy with family, but I will tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know which lineup we're going to go with because I don't know who is fit at this moment in time. We don't know who's going to be in the center back positions because of fitness issues. We don't know who's going to be in the left back and right back positions because of fitness issues. We know the front three most likely, but that's it. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm exhausted, as you guys can tell, because I've been up all night. But I'm going to let you guys go. I don't care about top four. I'm protesting for a few years because of top four was good enough. What it's like treating it as trophy, just my view on it. Okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. Do you use a blue screen? My dyslexia as well, and it helps out massively. Blue screen. I don't know what that means, but hey. Big up Matt in the house. Big up Matt. Martinelli is injured as reported. Report says, is Martinelli injured? I haven't seen anything about Martinelli being injured. Is Martinelli injured? Let me find out. Martinelli reveals the fastest player at Arsenal. Doesn't say anything about injured. Doesn't say about him being anything about him being injured. It doesn't say anything about Martinelli being injured. No. Gabriel Magalhaes' injury blow gives Tottenham a huge Champions League boost. It doesn't say anything about Gabriel Martinelli. I know Gabriel Magalhaes was injured, but nothing about Gabriel Martinelli. I think it's just a knock. Yeah. Even if Martinelli is injured, ESR comes in and steps right in like it's nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll let you guys know something. I don't know too much about this Marquinhos youngster. He looks like an exciting player. I've seen a comp of him. He doesn't look that exciting when I see the comp, kind of raw, very raw. So it makes sense that we're going to probably loan him out right away anyways. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the football. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Tottenham can draw and gives us a good position to win and solidify top four. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget to like the goddamn video right now while you're watching. It's absolutely free. Don't forget to like the video and have yourselves a good day. Peace out.